Ooh, hello, this is Ultraviolet Grasslands session 24, ostensibly Q1 quarterly, but we're in our third quarter, I think. So yeah, let's go. Last time we left off, we bolted to the Last Serai, did some business there, did some training, and um, yeah, had a lot of fun little things happen. Anything that you all specifically remember that was important or you would like to follow up on this time?
Yes, much.
Go for it.
So, um, the important things I remember are, besides selling a lot of stuff so that we could return to being affluent, um, I also specifically remember a variety of interactions with uh, the leadership.
Hmm.
And for Aderon specifically, they have um, more business to do. They're still trying to set Mook up to be able to not have to stress so much about our business. And um, there's the matter of the body that we found on the road, who is the frog human who I had first given my arm to. Which I haven't attended to. There's several things I haven't attended to, but what I recall mostly is that we um, trying to remember. Oh, and the very important exchange between Alba Negra and Newt,
Mm,
where we're supposed to figure out more about Newt's multi-consciousness state.
that's right. We left on a cliffhanger, I believe.
Yeah, I may be carrying
And
a
Ultra.
la stalker, I may be carrying a contract to kill myself. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
So we need to figure out what the results were, and uh, um, that's something that Stephen and I need to figure out. Was what you said, just sort of come up with what that looks like, because of course it's Stephen's character.
Yeah. So do
And
you remember what the role was specifically looking for?
yeah, so Stephen was trying to identify whether or not that was the other consciousness is an ultra,
Mm,
and then what Alba Negra did was I realized more clearly what she was trying to do. She basically used um, an alcohol mix that separates levels of spirituality.
that's right. That's right.
And so the hope was she was able to extract a tiny fragment of Newt's consciousness. And then the question is, does it pick up both consciousnesses
Mm,
or just one? And what do we learn from that? So that's stuff that Stephen and I have to figure out, I guess.
yeah, yeah. Stephen, do you have any strong inclinations? Because if not, I can throw something in there.
I mean, my strong inclination is to make this as messy as possible because
Mhm.
that it is an ultra, that my worry is correct, but you can also feel free to spice that up if you want that I like that I am the weapon that was meant to kill uh Kara New,
Mhm.
in the sense that, like, because otherwise you can't really kill an ultra
Right.
unless you trap it in a body and then you can kill it.
Yeah. Um, I think then um I think the result then was so you have the crystal that is holding whatever it is, right?
Yeah,
Whatever it is on your body.
yeah.
Um, so I think the result is I think the result it is an ultra. It is unclear if it's Kara new or not, but
Yeah, I figured that.
it was you had done something to like like get the implant, lure the ultra in, trap the ultra in the implant, but that was so traumatizing that a lot of the memories of it got blown away. Does that sound good?
Yeah, yeah,
Awesome.
Now, I heard before that this was a dying entity.
yeah.
Is that because that probably is something Alba would pick up if it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, I think it's because like I think it's dying in the sense that it's an ultra, but it can't leave the body, my body.
Yeah.
Like other ultras, they can just leave a body and go
Right.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
This ultra is trapped inside me and is going to die with me.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's I think maybe the like strong thing that Alva got was like that fear. I think that you don't normally get from an ultra, like the fear that when this body goes, it goes too.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Hmm.
Yeah, and you said we had a. I'm looking at our roles, and the role was looked like it was quite good. Um, I think the other kind of like icing on it is that she did so well separating the layers of consciousness. She's got Newt, she's got the trapped ultra, and there's a third one that's really really vague that she can't pin down at all.
So there's another consciousness in there?
There's something else. Unclear if it's a consciousness or what,
Mm.
but there is something else.
Apparently, there's always more room inside Newt, I guess.
Well, but it might be inside of the gem.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Meanwhile, what are Modan and Phaedred up to?
Oh, Modon is now learning special handshakes. I remember that now.
That's right. That's right.
Got one of three ranks in secret handshake.
Oh, and you had a disastrous party, if I remember. Is that right? Was that here?
Oh, I had the lamest party ever. It was
Yeah.
so bad.
Yeah.
Since you didn't take the
Need to throw
assassin,
it for you.
Oh, yeah. You were sleeping off the hangover. That's what was happening last.
Oh, that's right. I said that's what I did.
It might
Yeah,
have been. It might have totally ruled. You just drank way too
Yeah,
much.
it was bad
Well-
for you.
Yeah, to be fair, that is where I acquired the secret handshakes.
That's
it wasn't
true.
a total loss. It was
Yeah.
right?
something good came out of my horrible carousing.
Yeah.
You should have taken the assassin game. We would have had so much fun with the assassin game.
What could possibly go
What
wrong?
could possibly go wrong?
I was tempted until it dawned on me that if I remember correctly, there was literally no benefit whatsoever.
Nope. It's just
Only
damage.
danger.
Yeah.
Like, oh, there's no chance you'll get anything good out of this.
Well,
you could die.
but you're missing the point because the benefit was indirect. Many things that Aderon has done have
That is-
not been directly useful.
True. That is true.
I just figure, following in Modan's history so far, it didn't seem like the kind of thing. Modan hasn't been a big violence killer.
That's true.
Yeah.
Although you are
when
fired now.
necessary, and he wipes out lots of things with radiation.
Not often, but when he does, oh boy.
Right.
Man,
He builds it up and then unleashes it all at once.
So cool. That took care of that week there. We are in we'll be starting up the second week of Unity, which is basically September, I guess. October, November. Yeah. This is like the last easy month of travel. After that, it starts getting hard and wet again, and then after a couple months, we were like well into winter. So the question for the caravan is, Do we have business locally, or do we want to find a place, um, knowing that we probably have a good, I don't know, maximum 10 weeks of travel without like having a real bad time? Um, yeah, you've got a lot of leads to pull on, so
It would sure be nice to be done with the dungeon crawl before winter.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. What
Yeah, but how many weeks is it back to the dungeon? I forgot.
3?
About three. It's
3.
3 weeks. 3 weeks, assuming we don't do any side jaunts
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
encounter anything too terrible.
Yeah, tentatively, I think Aderon's needs at least one more week here is the thing I've been thinking. But Aderon can leave later than everybody else as long as there's still caravans going out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you want to break off and come back with a separate group, you can do that.
Yeah. Because it should be fairly easy to get to Behemoth Shell from here, but I know the weather is going to start affecting that.
Yeah, yeah.
I think the only other thing that Phaedred was interested in doing, other than like actually doing the wheeling and dealing, buying supplies, buying miscellaneous stuff, was I'd like to do a little market research.
Ooh, market research time. Yeah. So it sounds like we're good spending a week here at the Serai.
Yeah, I'm okay with spending another week here, just getting doing stuff.
Newt and Modon.
Yeah, I don't really think splitting up will serve any purpose.
Cool.
Oh, it does serve one purpose.
Because I'm like, we're not going to go start exploring the dungeon again.
Reducing the number of
Aderon
characters you have to play.
I can always try to figure out more about the secret handshakes while we're hanging out.
True, that's true. Cool. Let's do our market research roll first. I think that'll be fun.
Okay, if I remember correctly, been a while since I've done one of these.
Yeah, so this is spending a week. We'll find a chain of 3 destinations.
Okay.
So you're gonna be rolling a d20 plus your probably your market research skill, your advertising executive plus
Advertising engineer, and would that be thought or charisma? I guess it doesn't matter because those.
Oh, and do we get
thought.
2 hero dice?
Oh yes, everyone
Up
gets
to your limit?
up to your level. Thank you for reminding me. I always forget every single time.
Okay, so let's see. I'm an expert, so I'm rolling at +8 here.
Nice.
I rolled a 15 on the dice.
That's
+8.
Good.
+8 is a 23.
That is pretty good. Great.
You researched all the markets.
Sweet. Can I get? Can I get 2 more rolls for one for each of the things?
Okay.
Yeah.
Second roll, also a 23.
Nice.
Third roll is a 24.
Wow. Okay.
Rolled a 15, a 15, and a 16 on 3d20s.
That is some good stuff. That's some good stuff. Cool. I will do some random rolls to get those trade goods up, which are where? There they are. Ooh, that's fun. Cool. Who is next?
I mean, I guess mine's fairly quick. I wonder, I'm not exactly sure how I investigate more of these secret handshakes. I guess I go around maybe I go around to the market introducing myself to vendors and like, hey, how you doing, Modon Fig? And it's seeing like, yeah, okay, no, they didn't take. And, hey, how you doing, Modon Fig? Beans are whatever.
Interesting. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do a roll with your learning roll with charisma this time, right? Because you're schmoozing.
I like it. Just charisma or anything else like pleasant or any of that come into play?
No, just charisma. Yeah.
Okay. Charisma. It's a +3. A 13.
A 13. That is a success. So I think it takes. Let me look at what we had again. Right. Yeah. 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 So I mean, it is. This is your week's work, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
And it is. I think it is.
Schmoozing.
I don't know if Modon is frustrated by it, but it doesn't seem like most of the merchants that you run into either acknowledge or have any idea what you mean by this handshake.
Mhm.
Um,
They think it's like a weird custom of my people. He shakes hands weird.
yeah. But I think you like one of the near the end of the week, you are approached by um someone who is yeah, a Greenlander. Um, you can kind of smell wizard on him, right?
Mhm.
And he says that um someone from the caravan he's been traveling with um, was like telling the story about how this weirdo was like doing a weird handshake, and he recognized it a little bit, um, and he recognized it as a component of a power he's been searching for
Hmm.
himself. And you can take the rest of the day kind of like hanging out with him at a coffee shop or milk bar or whatever, and he will tell you what he has learned so far. His name is Rion Verdenti. I'll copy paste that here.
Excellent.
Rion Verdenti. Um, and he's, I don't know, he looks like, write this down quick. Paste it as a table. Verdenti.
Asti Spumanti.
There we go.
Guess I'll add his name into the next free NPC slot. No, that's not right.
He seems glum, I guess, is the best word for it. And I think throughout the evening that he's kind of hanging out with you, you get a sense of his past, and he was like, it feels like he was kind of like doing what y'all are doing a while ago. Um, he's not traveling with any of those people anymore, and when you kind of nudge him in that direction, he doesn't really seem interested in talking about why he's not adventuring anymore. Um, like kind of gets a 1,000-yard stare if you push it a little bit. Um, do you push it more?
If I mean, I think I would try if I can do it in a supportive, like friendly way, not like in an aggressive or trying to push him anywhere he's not comfortable going. More like in using my pleasantness as like, hey, this is a totally like pleasant, safe space. Anything, whatever you're comfortable telling me, whatever you're not, that's cool too. But just so you know, like this is just between you and me. It's all it's all good. I'm not gonna judge you. I'm not. There's no judgment here. It's all.
Go ahead and give me a charisma check. I think I'm just looking for a 13, and you can add +2 from pleasant.
I always get so confused.
So technically only for reaction rolls, but I think this is appropriate.
Well, I'm expert actually, so +4.
Oh yeah, +4. Hell yeah.
+7 total. There you go. A 20. What is it? 20? What did I just say? +7.
+7. It's a 24. Wow, we're hitting it today. Yeah. So I think like you. I think he is a regular at the what's it called, the cow bar, the Giving Cow. I think that's where like you all are holed up, kind of him telling you the history of what's going on. It's called like the it's got a bunch of different names because it's wizard stuff, but it's called like the he can't really get the first note is like the hard seal, the rigid seal, the eternal seal, something like that. Pretty sure it means like seal as in a door, not seal as in the animal, but language, whatever. Um, and yeah, when you push him on it a little bit, I think there's a period of like 10 or 15 minutes of just like silence where it's clear like he's considering something, kind of just like maybe just like ruminating on past mistakes. And then he says, I used to be a traveler like you. This
But then I took it. But then I got an arrow to the knee.
yeah. We so dumb. I was after I was doing research on a not a civilization, but like an organization that is not around anymore. And I pushed my companions to follow me too far. And no one else made it. But where is it? In the endless houses is where I last saw them. And he pulls out something from within his robe. From within his robes. It is it looks like it's all made of right angles, but like it's also kind of like a rib cage, and it's like one of those impossible shapes. Like you can't really, it probably exists in more than this space. And it kind of looks like almost like a hand made of ribs. It's like this iridescent, brassy, coppery, bronzy color. And it looks like it's something that would fit over a skull. And like where the thumb is, looks like it presses in uncomfortably. Not like it would like go into a jack or anything, but like it would just be real unpleasant to wear. And he says, I found what I was after there. But I don't know that my fate was to complete my task. I'm going home to name of city in the Greenlands, and I feel like this is only going to cause trouble for whoever has it. But I've worked too hard to get it. I don't want to just leave it somewhere for someone to find. And I don't know how to destroy it.
So what is it, explain this thing again? I'm trying to wrap my mind around it. What is
Yeah, it looks like a weird non-Euclidean brass skeleton hand that probably goes on someone's head.
right? Okay.
And I think he kind of like prods you a little bit for like what you all have been doing, and you seem like you're pretty open with everything.
Yeah, totally.
Do you know about how much do you know about Newt's contract? And like this is later on in the week after the thing with Newt and Alda Negra. How much of that do you think you have like fresh in your brain?
It would really just depend on how much Newt has told us as a party.
Yeah. Well, what do you think about Newt?
I mean, I know I've told Aderon about it. I assume probably the rest of the group has I've mentioned it to the rest of the group. Because at the time I didn't realize it might have referred to me, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, so this, so you know what an ultra is.
I think so.
You're a bean farmer, and not to be insulting, there's when someone's soul leaves their body by itself, often there's not, even if you can contact it, there's noospheric languages that are not usable by people. This helps translate the language of souls. And with it, you should be able to speak directly with an ultra without it being necessarily present. The noosphere is, the space is not the same as it is here. There are places in the world that are more dangerous because they points of contact. And I think he like starts going into like noospheric theory that kind of goes over Modon's head a little bit. Upshot is this thing is a thing that lets you communicate with ultras and translate stuff from souls. And he was trying to use it to find the location of something he refers to as the zombie democracy. And again, like some of those details are a little bit fuzzy for Modon, I think. And yeah, he is real down on himself, doesn't want to take this home, but also doesn't want to just drop it in a hole somewhere. Yeah, but upshot, end of the long night. He's taught you some of the stuff of the power that he's learned.
And can he elaborate further why he thinks this is going to be trouble? He said, right? Does he know why, or is it just
the technology is beyond me, beyond anyone I think alive in the last age. This is, I mean, I brought it from the last houses, and things there are not right. And I believe that the way it interpenetrates the worlds leaves, like when you're stalking something that you're hunting through the woods, trails, broken branches, a footstep here and there, only cutting across space and time. I'm afraid that it might lead things here.
And so you said you don't know how to destroy it, but do you think that is what need be done with it?
I don't know. I feel like it has to be safe somehow. And I'm going home, and I'm worried that I'm going to bring ruin upon my home as well. And it is an item of not only great power but of historical significance, and it is a relic of a time long past. I mean, maybe a museum. I don't know. Or a collector, I suppose, if I could find someone foolish enough and rich enough.
And you would like me to take this burden from
What would you do with it?
you. That is a good question. That is, it seems if someone with even your incredible wisdom is not sure of its destiny or what to do with it, all I can do is continue your journey the best I can with my it's totally up to you. I'm sorry if I'm being presumptuous. I was getting the impression that you sort of wanted to be rid of it.
Are you
trying to?
Are you heading west?
We could be. I mean, we travel all over. We're a caravan. That's what we do.
So the last houses are probably out of your way if you're mostly trading.
I'd have to, speak with my traveling companions. You never know where our travels might take us, especially if we have a reason to go there.
No, it's getting late.
Last houses, you say?
Last houses, I believe it is last houses, right?
Is that a destination you think we should have?
The endless houses. Sorry, the endless houses. The endless houses. Yeah, that is. If it was returned there, there are things powerful enough to. There are worse things there than this, but I'm not going back.
Well, basically, if you would like us to take this from you, it would be my great honor to continue your journey. You have earned your rest.
I would ask a price. This is all I have left, and I don't have anything left in me to make a fortune. This thing is worth $7,000 base price. He's willing to let it go for 6. He doesn't seem like he's trying to pull on you. And like this thing is weird enough that even if he is lying, you could probably sell it for way more.
Will you be around a little while longer? I mean, obviously I don't have that, and I would have to consult to see if my companions would have any interest in investing in such an item.
I think the caravan I'm traveling with is going to be trading here for another week or so you'll be able to find me until then.
Excellent. Well, I will speak with my partners, and either way, I shall see you off at the end of the week and let you know where we landed on it.
All right. And if you ever find yourself in name of Greenland City, look me up.
Just going to interject. I'm really looking forward to when our golden age finally drops.
I know.
More information about the Rainbow Lands.
I've got the mega teaser open. I'm trying to track down a good city name.
I just like the idea that he gets that. It's just like, I'm just important in the Rainbow Lands. I just get to name the city when I get there.
Yep. Cool. Who's next?
We haven't resolved. I was going to say we haven't. I was going to say we haven't resolved the market research yet. But
that's true. Yep. I need to do.
If anyone else wants to go while you're doing that, that's cool.
Make some dice rolls.
Newt, I guess, is I guess they're returning to that guard mercenary bar because they need to practice with the special weapons more. And they might as well get some pointers from mercenaries there.
Cool. Is this a training that you're doing?
Yeah, I have one in special weapons, so I wanted to try to get a second training in.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So the guy's name was was have it. Dulce Mercante. What that was the guard. Dulce Mercandi. Yeah, the merchant.
Newt looks around for a few seconds to see if there's anyone else to talk to,
And I think
and
as you're doing
then
that, like
goes walks over to him.
no, he comes up to you. He's like, "My friend,
Okay.
you're back."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I am happy to see you.
Are you here to hire me? Because no one else will. Everyone seems to be all set for guards, I suppose. But it's just a matter of time. No pressure on you. I've just always wanted. I'm looking forward to traveling with someone again.
I do not know if our caravan is heading out soon,
Oh well.
but I am looking for someone with pointers about weaponry of unusual sorts.
Weaponry. Well, there are definitely definitely people here. I was just talking to my friend Lisak over here. Let me paste this name in. Lisak Terrakotan. This is someone who, let me take a look here. Yeah. This is someone who looks at home here. And even like maybe on the bored side of comfortable. She, as opposed to Dolce, who is very showy, Lisek gives off the impression, after you watch for a while, that she is dangerous in a more subtle way, probably, but definitely not showing off who she is. Dolce introduces you. What that is. And yeah, what do you ask?
Hmm.
She welcomes. She buys you a drink.
Yes, I would like to know. I have been training in looking into exotic weaponry of and Dulce. What was it pronounced Dulce or Dolce?
He pronounces it Dolce.
Okay, Dolce. Dolce said that you were someone to talk to if I was to look for a who could train me.
Train you. And did he list any of my specific skills that you were interested in, or do I just look like a person who's interested in training?
Wait, is Dolce still here?
Yeah, Dolce's still like is kind of like happy to have made this connection.
Uh-huh. Um, he said you had many skills. I think because he just said that like don't this was someone to talk to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it kind of looks like she is, I don't know, it's like she doesn't seem like the kind of person who would be a friend to Dolce. But it appears that she has been very friendly with him and like has him on the hook for something. It's unclear what. Dolce is just pleased as punch that a real live guard is mercenary is talking to him. So you want exotic weapons. You know what? Let's make the roll first and see what that means. How about that?
Yeah. What am I making the roll for? With what or with what? With what?
Yeah, I think it's going to be with the reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
With thought, you mean?
Thought, I mean, yeah, sorry. Wrong game.
Okay. This is just like I also am noting here that I'm also noting here I should make this note of people that Newt is planning to avoid in the future.
Yep.
Because this is now to two people that I am pretending to be singular around. Um, okay, that's a 2,
Yeah, it
which
is.
is a 3 total.
It is. So yeah, she says, look, Dolce, go order us another round. And when he goes, she like has a sling pack, and she kind of turns it around and opens it up and pulls out like what look like a couple of tiny bucklers. Like they have like little straps on them. You like strap to your hand, and ostensibly ping like that. Um, and she says, "These are karma plates. These not only block an attack, whether it's a blade or a bullet, they do a lot of the work for you. If you're in whatever kind of good standing these things think you should be in, if you're interested, I don't need them. I can show you how they work, though."
All right.
Let's head out back while Dolce is busy.
Yeah, I got a 2. This seems like a fair proposition.
Yeah.
I'll head out.
So she, it's probably early evening. She hands you a pistol. It's like a revolver. It's got like a long barrel. It looks well used. She opens it up and shows you it's got rounds in it, snaps it closed, and hands it to you. And she puts them on, like puts her fists up like this, says, "Take a step back and take a shot."
Okay, I do.
And there's a bang, a puff of smoke, and she just goes like, "See, all good. I didn't have to do anything."
Yes, that is very impressive.
Are you interested in something like this? Because I have another guy I was showing earlier who's very interested.
Well, it depends what what price that interest translates to.
I mean, he was going to drop $1,000 on him. I can do 950, but that's bottom line. Or you know what?
I see.
You seem hesitant. Are you hesitant at that?
I am not 950 interested.
How much do you have on you?
How much is it? I don't know. How much you got?
I look at I think, and I say 300.
Are you telling the truth? Is that how much cash?
No,
How much cash do you have on you?
I have 480.
300. She says, "Yeah, I think that's worth it." And just the next thing you know, you're waking up.
Okay.
And she just and these things are just lying on the ground next to you. And your wallet is empty.
Okay. I mean, I guess technically she wasn't going to be able to use the karma blades after doing that anyway. So
These are karma plates. You can they don't do anything.
okay.
But if you want to try and con someone into buying them from you, they look expensive.
Okay.
And you got a bad bump on your noggin. Um, Market research. So we've got a couple things for you here. Who all are you asking that you haven't like talked to before? Is it like caravans coming in and out, or is it
Yeah, exactly. I think it's new caravans that have been coming because we've been here before. I've done market research here in the past. So
yeah,
I'm asking for new leads from new people we haven't encountered before.
yeah. A lot of people are still grumbling about the fruit bubble from last year. um, there is a group who you kind of take for pilgrims, I think, initially. They've got these um, like bonnets that like go like out like 2 feet. There's a half dozen of them, and they even have them on their pack animals. Um, so they tell you that there is someone holed up who, and they tell you this. It's a long story. Um, and when they start talking about the machine beast, you immediately recognize it as that autovac that you ran into a long time ago. They talk about the mechanical spiders they had to fight off and whatnot. But someone has harvested a bunch of those the egg mass bio chunk things, recognize
Okay.
the value, um, and they were coming here to sell them. Um, they decided it was too dangerous because they decided to come up the death facing passage. Um, and after a few of the people they were traveling with dropped dead, they decided to hole up in a cave. They are willing to sell them at cost, and they're
But we have to.
worth a good
But
chunk
we
of
have.
Nagel, but you would have to go into the death facing passage to get them.
So this was okay. Interesting. So these were the geez, I have one sack of them.
These are
Autofac bioseed matter.
yeah, these are technically beast egg masses. They're
Beast
close to
egg
that.
masses.
Yeah,
Beast egg masses.
yeah. They normally originate from the forest of meat, but they're being produced by this autofac.
Oh, okay.
They also say that folks at the what is that other?
And what's the base price of these?
The base price of those is 500. And it seems like the supply is not limited there. He's harvested basically as much as he can carry.
Got it.
Um,
Beast egg masses, they are cheap at the death facing passage.
yeah, and they can go for, they're worth 500. So a little bump in price is a lot of profit. They also talk about how they got their mounts over at the Grass Colossus. Someone walked in, with a new herd, someone who, over the summer has been selling it off to heroes coming through. And then they, came from south, from the Long Ridge, and um, the reason they had gone after the stories of that rogue autofac is because they had found a discovery near the Long Ridge where there was a still functioning autofac. that
Ooh,
was um, still in use and still manned, um, but they are cranking out some restricted weaponry and armor. Um, those go for 3,000 a pop. And you could probably get stuff that you could not get anywhere else there.
and where was that again?
That is near the Long Ridge. Yeah, and they were wearing the bonnets because they were traveling through the death facing passage, and it's prudent to not look.
Makes sense. Ah, interesting. So I've written this down. So beefsteak masses originate from the Forest of Meat. They're worth 500 base, and we can get them cheap in Death Facing Passage.
Yeah, at cost basically. They're otherwise they would be rare to find.
Got it.
Yeah, all of these since the uh, market research role is source made here, which means that they cost base price, but there is an unlimited amount of them here.
Okay.
Yep.
So it is that something that the great folk would enjoy purchasing?
The weapons or the masses?
Masses.
I mean, they'd probably be into both. Yeah, I mean, those are all three of those trade goods are things that would be relatively simple to get rid of somewhere. They're that's like the table of like rare trade goods.
Gotcha. I was just thinking that the great folk really are into agricultural stuff. So,
Yeah, this is more biomancer.
oh, it's biomancer stuff.
It's like
Oh,
stuff
okay.
to build stuff out of.
So Last Serai would actually be better, probably.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. One, two, three.
Okay.
Who's next? Do we have Aderon still? Is that right?
So Aderon and Alba Negra. So Alba Negra is pretty simple. Well, actually, I guess she's going to be doing two things. Um, the second week of the last game session, she didn't really do anything, which is fine because I'm going to hypothetically say that she leveled up that week.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought about it and I realized that, like Newt, she had a challenging experience when her Ba was stolen by the face stealer.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to say that through the process of trying to sort that out, um, and she has leveled up to second level, she is going to move up to expert level of Daemon Soldier.
Nice. Nice.
And I'm assuming that Daemon Soldier is basically she is like that's the equivalent of fighter, but for the noosphere.
Yeah. Yeah.
So because that would fit her story. Um, this week, she got very frustrated with Anise and Basil. They
Mm,
they were too technical for her.
right.
So I don't think she's going to try and go back to them. Um, she yeah, can I spend a week working on might have to, well, there are a couple things. She wants to acquire at least one item.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it would be available, but she would like to acquire a jade mask.
A jade mask.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or some equivalent piece of armor. Jade
Uh,
masks are particularly attractive.
would she be looking for a mask from the princes or just like a piece of armor?
Wow, would she? Oh my. Uh, I'm not sure she'd be comfortable getting a mask from the princes
Yeah, that's fair.
because I've been studying Redlanders and I believe that Alba Negra is firmly in the worker revolution party, so
Mhm.
she's not fond of overlords of any kind.
Fair. Yep. Yeah, I think let's see, Jade Mask, Jade Mask, Jade Mask.
It
Let's
should be under armor.
Yeah. Shield ours. Um, oh, so do you want it as a ward?
Yes.
Fantastic. Yeah. Uh,
Sorry, it's not a armor.
yeah, I think that should be available at base price here. It's not an uncommon thing. I don't think it's here. Elsewhere, it might be more difficult to track down, but I think in the Serai, it'll be 150 and you can just grab it.
Okay. Thank you. That's going to improve her life quite a bit.
And that's a +2 ward, which means that helps on noospheric stuff.
Yep, defenses,
Stuff.
and it's a +1 to charisma.
Yeah.
And she already has a really good charisma.
Inkling Jade Beads.
Yep.
Um,
She's trying to
Correct.
up
Or
her.
bonus against ghosts and spirits. That's what it is.
Yeah, well, it's so with that, okay, so in terms of we haven't really gotten into Spirit combat
Yeah.
particularly. Um, 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 that's Ghosts and Spirits. How do we like if we get into cyberspace combat, which is also technically noospheric,
Mhm.
uh, I'm now will I need different gear for that or
I mean, it really depends on what it looks like in the moment, I think.
okay.
Because
Okay.
there's like the jacking in with the glove kind of thing. There's just like
Right.
dream stuff. There's shit that happens in a gate, intrusions by ghosts and spirits and ultras and radiation ghosts and whatnot. There's all sorts of different ways it can happen. So it's
Right.
hard to
Okay.
prepare for unless you're
Can
going after something.
yeah. Can she get a basic jack? She probably had a jack before, but I'm going to assume it was taken when she was made into a
Mm-hmm.
COD zombie. I don't remember how much a jack cost, but
A jack meaning
a
get one installed.
yeah, well, I think she has the port already um to hook into the machine. She
Mm.
just needs I think they were like 10 or 20.
Yeah, it
I
looks
can
like
look it up.
pretty cheap. Yeah, that you especially with uh what are their names? Basil and Annis there. Like they can do that lickety split at cost.
Okay. So I'll add that. I'll go look it up in a second. Um, cool. Let's
Sorry, I was just looking at the ward section
Yeah,
of the book.
there's a
There's
lot of
some
good stuff.
really weird. There's some really weird ass shit. My favorite is the save head jar. Looks like a helmet. If you would
yeah.
die, it saves your head and skitters off like a creepy spider.
Yep.
Yeah, only 10,000 bargain.
Very
Twice the
handy
price. Yeah,
because if you have your head alive, you can always just do a lot of stuff. Um, so and then I'm trying to think. I'll think of what could she train? Can she find can she find somebody else who deals with plants to try and pick up a point of like botanist? Because she can't deal with the Neeson.
Mhm.
Well, there's this one mercenary you can go
Yeah.
talk to.
Oh, really?
You've also got a corruption weak joints.
Yes.
If you want to do something about that, you can also spend the week
Oh,
getting some treatment, probably.
Sure. How much would that cost her?
Great question. That's so that remind me where that came from.
Oh, that was just something I randomly rolled with her background.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I I didn't get rid of it because it sort of fit the story that she actually she's not going to get rid of it.
Okay,
It's part of her credo that she experiments with her bodies,
okay, great.
and she like assuming that she is a clone, she'll just get a new clone sometime or whatever.
Right, right.
Uh, No
Cool.
point in worrying about the physical when you can always move on.
Yeah. Great. So you want to train up the herbalist, is that right?
No, this is so Alba Negra's a botanist, so
Botanist, sorry.
she's trying to improve her botany skills, and
Cool. Going up to expert, right?
yeah, and I
Uh,
know it's gonna take a while, but
right. Yeah, it'll take six successes though. But yeah, let's just do a roll straight up, and I think there's probably
okay.
someone in this Sarai that can get you started for sure.
Let's see. She has no thought advantage. Oh no, she has one. Sorry. Okay, so where are the dice? See if she can. No, she's having the hardest time with this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Who did she ask for that?
Um. She would have gone over to the milk bar and
Mhm.
tried to find anybody who seems to be whether she probably would have asked a horticulture specialist or somebody who's interested in flowers or that kind of thing.
Yeah. And I think like probably Zuna just wound up talking your ear off instead of like letting you get into any conversation.
Okay.
Yeah. Great. I think that's the week, right?
Well, there's Aderon,
There's Aderon. There's Aderon.
complicated Aderon, who I've been saving for last. So, um, first of all, I want to confirm Aderon. So, there's an item called a cordwood suit that gives you noospheric access on the go.
Hmm.
Can I basically get the equivalent of like um, a similar module that gets stuck to the bottom of my self-heating teacup so that I can turn it on and off from the network because it's a node itself?
Hmm. Hmm. Um,
And how much would that cost?
yeah, so it reads like it's a VR helmet kind of thing.
Yeah, I know that one is. I'm
Yeah.
not looking for that specifically, but I'm
Okay.
looking for the functionality of some sort of
Making it into a node. Okay.
yeah, making it into a node
Yeah.
on the technical sense.
What so can you describe like what that node like how is that node accessed from the teacup?
Um, I am going to assume that the teacup has a programmable port so that it can be programmed and upgraded, with the new teacup OS anytime you need new features to your teacup. Mostly for adding data like different kinds of tea that need different steeping time and stuff like that.
Yeah, cool. You can get that at cost. It's 450.
Okay, so that'll be 450. And Aderon needs to talk to so Aderon brings the body of
Hmm.
um the toad person to Anise and Basil
Mm.
and um just says, you know, this was somebody I once met on the road. Can you tell me more about them and what they were trying to do and what this strange little statuette is about?
Yeah. Um, like the only information about the statue is that it's a weird little toad statue. They don't know anything about it that's connected to any known folks they know about. Um, they they take a look over him. It looks like he has done some other alterations to himself that are aside from using your flesh to do stuff. And it looks like it was either pretty amateur or like self surgery type of deal. Um, he has done a pretty good job of like twisting his body into that like toad shape. Um, but yeah, I mean, it just looks like he got some bad work done and probably did a lot of it himself.
Right. Is it
We can harvest some stuff from him if you'd like.
right? So he's definitely dead at this point.
Oh yeah, long dead in the grasslands.
Yeah.
Picked over a little bit.
I guess would they be interested in taking the body for samples?
Oh yeah, we can use it for raw material, no problem.
Then Aderon will donate it to them just because it keeps the spirit of change that they were looking for.
Cool. What do y'all talk about? You a lot of things happened. I'd like to see like some group action. Like what are y'all doing in the time in between all the stuff that's happening here?
I mean, Newt shows back up. Actually, did I take any? Should I mark any HP off as well? Considering
No,
it did.
the money's
Okay.
good enough.
Okay. Newt shows up with a black eye and just says, "I was mugged and robbed."
Well, that's unfortunate.
But you can't put those the karma plates in your inventory if you haven't already.
I did. I have these plates. They are worth 480 cash.
What are
Okay.
they?
They clearly
Yeah.
are not, but that's how much money Newt paid for them.
They look nice and shiny, and like you could probably tell a good story about it. Like Phaedred
What
could
are they?
sell them.
Like, what pray tell, like, and after some examination, Phaedred comes to the conclusion that, oh yeah, these are not really, they don't really do anything, but they look real cool.
Yes. You pay extra for them not doing anything.
Right. I mean, I could attempt to try to bob these off onto somebody for hopefully get your money back.
I have a solution. You need money, yes?
Newt nods.
I will give you 500, and we will use the plates in the pavilion.
hmm
Please take care next time.
I do have a very interesting investment opportunity for the caravan, possibly. It's pricey,
Oh.
but and then I'll regale them with the whole story from what's his face? I put him in the NPC.
Rian.
Rian.
So
Yes.
this is a device that allegedly lets one speak to ultras. Is that my understanding?
Even if they're not present, especially if they're not present. But you
Yes.
need to know how to contact them.
He seemed to not even, though he was very wise and experienced, to not have a full grasp on it, and indeed feel like it may even bring trouble to him. He thought maybe that it should be destroyed. He said if we went to the
Endless
what was it,
houses.
the endless houses, they would be able to, but he wants 6,000 for it, and I feel pretty good, fairly positive that we could get 7,000 just on its status as an artifact.
Yeah, and Phaedra, just from the description, like it's clear that you totally could.
It is also, this might be useful, possibly.
It is definitely something that reeks of mystery and adventure, which I know we are all a bit partial to.
I would agree.
Have any of us actually heard of this place that he's talking about?
Probably, yeah. It is like the one of the last stops before you get to the Black City, so there are rumors about it. He's probably the only
The
person you actually
rumors that
talked
I've
to that
rumors that I've heard.
claimed to be there, but yeah.
The rumors that I've heard of the dead houses is that it is a vast area that was once highly inhabited, and there are lots of buildings and structures. Um, like a thriving community was once there, and they are all completely abandoned and mostly haunted by ghosts.
And like Newt does not have a strong leg to stand on considering everything that happened, but we are a bit concerned that we are paying $6,000 to do his job for him.
Well, it wasn't his job. It's an opportunity for us. If we want it.
We want to invest, we could either immediately turn around and sell it for a quick profit, or we could hang on to it and see if it is actually useful to us.
There is much unknown about it.
I believe it might be useful to us.
It's true.
You want me to find out?
Adoran, I'm inclined to agree with you. We've got the funds in our caravan offers.
Seems like a
Um,
unique opportunity, if nothing else.
I would agree. One other thing I wish to fill you in on, I've spoken with members of various caravans that have come in, and I found some potentially interesting, um, potentially interesting financial opportunities. Um, I'm not sure. One of them seems it would certainly be lucrative, but it would also be extremely dangerous. I found a local source for beefsteak masses, which are a valuable commodity amongst biomancers. On the plus side, they are not very far. On the on the minus side, they are from a trader who is currently holed up in the death-facing passage. That's the dangerous part. Not sure I'm inclined to go after that opportunity, but I wanted to mention it. I've also heard that mounts are relatively inexpensive in the Grass Colossus. We wanted to start horse trading, pony trading, um, you know, horse trading, pony trading, and uh, Phaedred mentions a few other more esoteric animals trading. That might be a place to buy them inexpensively and take them someplace where we could sell them. I am not necessarily interested in horse trading, but that is a potential opportunity. The one that definitely piques my interest, which is fair ways off, but it's not unreachable. Um, I have a very good rumor of where we could find uh, restricted old tech weapons
And armor.
and armor. Um, Apparently, there is a functioning autofac that is producing them in Long Ridge, if we can find it. That might be a worthwhile destination. Especially since it's more or less on the way in the direction that we are heading. Actually, out of character. Give me just a moment. Let me double check the map to make sure I'm not misremembering this.
I mean, it's west.
It's okay. Got it.
It's about equal to where Fallen Umber is,
Got it.
just on the other side of the map.
Got it. Okay, yeah, I see it. So if we went to Waystone and then went to South Facing Passage and then Long Ridge, that'd be 3 weeks there.
Or you could take a quick hop down the Death Facing Passage.
Well, that's also takes 3 weeks, so I mean, that isn't any shorter. looking at the travel time. So that is another possibility that I think might be worth our interest. Um,
I would
Other than
still
that,
like to complete our previous adventure.
I would agree.
And
that may be something for later. Finally, I
with that and the approaching winter,
Mm.
that is true.
all limits our prospects.
That is true. Well, these are, it's something to keep in mind. Finally, all I have purchased supplies for our trip back to Behemoth Shell. What I have not done is I have not purchased any trade goods. I was hoping to find I was hoping to find some better leads. But I think at this point I'll probably simply try to get a deal on some more mundane things that I think would sell relatively well in Behemoth Shell. Let me
Yeah.
just double check on market research to see if we had anything in. Yeah, I don't see anything in Behemoth Shell that's.
There's also a bean caravan showing up here in 4 weeks.
Hmm.
You could let Mook handle that
We
transaction.
need to drive that caravan out of town. I only do one.
Also, do we still have the services of our accountant?
Oh yeah, they're hanging out in the Serai, right?
Oh yeah. He's here.
Right.
There's
So
a
can our
current-
accountant help Mook with, like, Mook shouldn't have to do everything themselves.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. It's him and someone else was staying there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. It was our it was our accountant. He was
The other
he was
Greenlander, yeah.
who's the gorilla? Wasn't there a gorilla?
yeah.
Yeah,
We had a gorilla
that was
accountant as
not us.
well.
I think it's the gorilla accountant and then the other guy who
Yeah.
kept wanting to get in fights.
Yep. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, he's working secure
Yeah, and yeah. So I think they're all manning our
at the outpost.
they're all manning our outpost here.
So Aderon wants to hire somebody to serve tea, or plural somebody's, just to make sure that Mook is not so burdened.
Yeah. And I'm sure you can do that. Um, I think Ananas like point to like, oh yeah, if we sell this much tea, we can hire someone to do that. And as long as business is coming in, it should wash out.
Okay. And I mean, I can give some seed money to that if needed.
Yeah, if you I don't think it'll be necessary.
Okay. Then I won't worry about it too much. The last thing, so there are two other things. One, where did we find the ancient poetry that was needed to unlock
Yes.
that near here?
Yes, I have that written down. That is in the gall grass,
Yep.
Oh,
Ooh, that was a while
which
ago.
is that is in the gall grass. Where is the gall grass? Oh, okay, yeah, it's on the other side of the moon facing. It's on the other side of the Moon River.
oh, that's where, but where was the object that we were trying to decode?
The
And
object itself was back in Potsherd Crater.
Potsherd Crater, right.
That's where the chromium dome is.
My question is, do you now understand the language of the poetry?
You do, yeah.
I do, but I still need the spell.
Okay.
That I would have to find in the Gulf. That I would have to find from the lead I had of the expert something or other in the Gallgrass
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
that
And
I
then,
was hoping to like once we get to the moon, once we cross the Moon River, that is the direction I would prefer to head.
Mhm.
mhm. Uh,
So
and I have one more plot complicating thing.
Yes.
So somebody tried to poison or drug Phaedred a little while ago, which is why we have a tiny golem.
Right.
And as
Oh,
I
geez, I totally forgot about that. That was a long time ago.
yeah, as well before we left, yeah. So I kept the golem, and what I have come up with, because I was going to try to run the golem as another character, and then I
Like,
realized, oh, this
that
golem
big.
is
Yeah.
yeah, is part of a collection. And what I randomly rolled up was that they were part of a big game nurse. So I think this golem is basically uh, a veterinary like delivery golem,
Cool. Yeah.
part of a social collection of golems that manage big game on something from the horse lands or whatever.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. But so I realized that probably when Aderon kept it, they disabled whatever remote um, like basically whatever network connection it had.
Mhm.
And so
Basically, think of the floating needle thing from Dune. Like it's basically that level.
okay,
Cool. Yeah.
yeah. So Phaedred, I was thinking about re-enabling this golem's network capacity so that we can see where it goes. But it might be safer if you were not here when that happened.
Hmm. That might not be a bad idea. Like if we would have one of our compatriots activate it, well, or I'll go somewhere else and you activate it. I need to go. I still need to buy trade goods.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I will probably stop in with Anise and Basil and see if they can put a tracker on it.
Yeah, easily. That'll probably cost 50, I think.
Okay, 50.
Something to be directed remotely.
Okay.
And it's kind of like a like there's a noosphere component. It's not a strong one, but it's just like, oh yeah, you can use like Fade could probably use his glove to track it if you wanted to, or you can use your node
Okay,
code.
well yeah. Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
Well, let's make sure we get it registered with both the glove and my teacup. And then if you want to go buy supplies, or do you think it'd be better to do this with you out of town? Like if we send the caravan out of town, and then a day later, maybe Modon and I can catch up depending on what we find out. What do you think about that?
I think we could make that work.
Okay. So we will do that on our way out of town, basically. Are
Cool.
you okay with that, Modem?
Yeah, I'm fine with whatever.
Because you have the fast mount, so it's easy to catch up to the caravan. Okay, 50. I'm getting broke again.
Let's go ahead. We're coming up at the top of the hour. Let's go ahead and take a little break. Let's break until 5 after, and we'll
Okay.
see what happens next week from there. Cool. I also looked at the Greenland map in the OGA mega teaser, and there's a city just east of the Emerald City called Nameless or Dawnstone. So that sounds like a perfect place for our friend to be from, from a city with no name, Dawnstone.
Uh,
Yeah.
so I and we don't necessarily need to spend a lot of time on it, but while we're at the Serai, Aderon would definitely want to check in with Anise and Basil to see, just to talk to them about the prophecy or
Mhm.
the um and not and so I don't know, it's hard to know what developments qualify as, like, Aderon will cautiously tell them, things that they've experienced,
Mhm.
and try to better understand what it is they're looking for from the new seed.
Yeah, and I imagine that whatever you tell them, they will work it into something that sounds like it fits with what they believe.
Okay.
Um,
Are they disturbed when I mentioned the rebuilder?
I think everyone at the Sarai is disturbed when anyone talks about the rebuilder. Yeah. Um,
Okay.
yeah, it's the ignored tower for a reason. I think they're worried for you in that case. And like worried, like not necessarily for Aderon, but worried for the new seed. If
The
that
new
makes
seed,
sense.
yes. Yeah. Okay.
Cool. So, I didn't roll misfortunes or anything for this week, but that's fine. We'll do it next week. Um,
Like there were already some
yeah, we already
misfortunes.
had our misfortunes there. That's fine. We had it
Right.
all natural. Great, but we are coming up on a new week. Uh, what do we think?
Yeah. So if this isn't, I don't think this is going to take a week. I just want to like, so what out of character, what do we what trade goods what trade goods are available here? I guess this isn't out of character. What trade goods are available here that we think would sell fairly well in Behemoth Shell?
Yeah. Um,
Because we've been here, we've been there.
so the things that seem like might be cool. They have a new shipment of spectrum ray lamps in, basically like lanterns that are multicolored. Those go for 100 base. They also have a limited supply of exoskelegolems, and those are 500 each.
Uh, Exoskelegolems.
Exoskelegolems. Golems.
So,
That's basically like power armor.
Basically like
no,
power armor. Yeah.
but it's an exoskeleton, so
Yeah.
it's not necessarily
Yeah, more like loader, right?
leather and type thing. Yeah, which would be useful for them. Now, if can our exoskeleton something that we can use ourselves to deliver them to the market?
Oh, interesting. So let's see. The description is it's a magical suit of pipes, cables, synthetic flesh, and insectile mind. And it actually increases your carrying capacity by 1 sack.
So we could conceivably,
We could
anybody,
conceivably,
March
if we
along with it.
wanted, if we wanted to, we could conceivably wear it, and it wouldn't actually take any caravan space. We could conceivably wear them.
Yeah, it would increase caravan space.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, and they don't provide any armor or anything. They're
right.
working.
I mean, Alba Negra should be able to drive one. It's possible Aderon could.
The spectrum ray lamp is a satrap crystal lamp that projects a long ray of light, powered by tears and sunlight, can start fires.
Ooh,
Oh,
those are cool.
yeah.
So you said they're 100 each. Are those like
500.
individual items, or are these like sacks of them? What are we
Um,
talking here?
the exoskeleton golems, if you're not wearing them, are 5 stones. The lamps are a stone each. Yeah.
Okay. So a sack of them would be
10 of those.
10, and they're 100 each, so that'd be 1,000. I'm tempted to get a sack's worth of those spectrum lamps. I'm pretty sure we'd be able to sell those.
Yeah.
That makes sense. What about Skelegolums should we get, or can we afford any of those?
One sec. Sack of spectrum lamps, and that is 1,000.
Yeah, and if you wore the skeletalums, you wouldn't have to worry about space.
Also, do we need all of the carts and things that we have collected? What is
Well,
our,
it's a 3 week trip, and we now have like 8 members. So
are we
we
gonna
need we need we need 4 carts of supplies just to make the journey.
Mhm.
okay, are we sticking with all of the people we have?
Well, let's see. We've got I mean,
We got a mountain witch, we got an animal grimmer, we've got Alba Negra, and we've got a crook.
Yes, Adventurer Crook. That's the one I'm
I'm
most concerned about.
And they're happy to hang out at the Serai if you don't want to take them with you.
so I'll leave that to the rest of the party, or do we want to
Cut them loose.
do we want to cut any of these other people loose? Or do we want to keep them on as hirelings? Because we've got a lot of carts here, so having extra people around might be helpful to
Yeah.
help wrangle all our carts.
I would like to suggest that we should pick up the poor lost wannabe fighter at the fighter bar.
Dolce.
Dolce, to give Dolce some actual world experience.
Sure.
I would imagine Dolce would be cheap.
Yeah. Yeah. Standard 6
Do we do we need to be bringing an animal groomer around with us, and or do we need to or is our like adventurer trustworthy?
Well, our adventurer is definitely not trustworthy, so we should not leave her with any gold. Like we know that.
And we do have a lot of animals.
We do have a lot
And I
of
was just trying
We
to,
have a lot of
you know,
animals.
I was just trying to make some actual use of my friend's skill, so
Yeah.
it's not just a
There we go.
wasted skill.
There we go. Are any of these your actual? Have you taken any of these as friends? That.
Yeah, the animal groomer and the witch are my
Oh, okay, cool.
are
So what
I
I'm
didn't.
friends.
I didn't
friends.
realize that. I will make a note of that.
Plus,
Animal
also, we
groomer.
wanted, I mean, Aderon's point of view is that the animal groomer can improve Otakar's quality of life.
That's true. That's true.
As well as got a couple of crabs and a beetle horse.
Yeah.
Important to keep
But
the crabs groomed.
They get like barnacles on them or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Yep.
Desert barnacles, sand barnacles.
Mites. They get mites.
yeah.
And also keep in mind, again, I don't really care either way. So if we need $6,000 if we want the crazy artifact.
That's
Yes, we
Yep.
do. We want the crazy artifact.
And
Let's
I'll say, like, if Phaedred goes with Modon to check it out, like, it is, like, you can check it out with the glove and everything. Super legit. Like, it is possibly more powerful than he says what it is.
You drive a hard bargain, but 6,000. But for 6,000 cash, yeah, we'll do
Well,
that.
That also was a good out of character question of that was me talking to him. When Phaedred comes back, is it possible Phaedred might be able to talk him down a little bit?
I think he's like, this is my retirement. I'm
Okay.
Yeah.
like, I'm not trying to turn
Fair.
around here.
Just
I'm just like, I'm not adventuring anymore. No one's gonna hire me. I'm gonna retire in Dawnstone and just live a quiet.
Just thought it was worth asking.
So, assuming we have acquired it, the next question is, should anybody try it on?
Yes, yes, you should.
Yes, we should. So, Phaedred, this seems to be primary. Well, I mean, there are several people who potentially would benefit from this, or maybe
I
the
am
concept.
willing to give this a try, but before we do that, I just want to like finish. I just want to finish doing the wheeling and dealing and get our get our caravan squared away.
Okay.
For just straight up regular old trade goods rather than
Mhm.
like sacks of stuff. What's available that we think would sell
I
that I
mean,
could
just get
conceive
like
that I
generic odds and ends. Like we could say it's like 200 a sack just for like trade goods.
okay. Um, yeah, I'll just buy some trade goods.
Yeah, some gingham and sorghum, some molasses.
Oh, I know. Also, Alba Negra wanted to buy a botany kit. I don't, sort of the equivalent of a traveler sack.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, how much does those cost?
For just the quantum sack,
Yeah,
let's call it 100.
100. Okay.
How much would it cost to get like a gun or bow or something?
Oh, great question. What kind of gunner bow would you like?
Um, I mean, I guess it depends on what's on the market. I guess that something I guess not exotic since I'm not well, I guess yeah, something exotic
Yeah.
if it's reasonably priced because it'll give me a chance to study it on the trip over and
Mhm.
hopefully actually learn something.
Let me see. You want something exotic? Let's see what we can get for you. Get two of those in. Um, yeah. You run into a trader. They have a dusk emitter on hand. They can get you. It's a pocket-sized anti-light ray wand that emits dusk in a 15-degree cone. Blinding does 1d4 damage, costs 50. They also have for you a diagnostic wand for 120. It gives you a full summary of intent of the target. Also does a little bit of nominal damage, but you're muted.
Sorry, the emitter was 50, and then how much was the wand?
The diagnostic wand is 120.
Um, okay. I'll get both of them. I feel like after what happened, I would like a diagnostic wand.
Yeah, good call. Good call.
I'll get both of them. So that's 100 and
170. Say 150 for both.
what was that?
Say 150 for both. If you're taking them as a
Oh, 150.
package.
Yeah, I'll get both.
Yeah. You drive a hard bargain.
Another thing that Alba Negra is wondering about is can she get a ghost bone weapon that's not an axe?
Ghost bone weapon that's not an axe. Um, sure.
Something smaller because you know, any like she's trying to build up her daemon fighting kit since
Interesting. That might be trickier to track down
okay.
because that's more like a more relicy.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I won't worry about that at the moment then. We'll just
Let's see if there's one around. Yeah, you can ask around for them. No one's got any ghost bone stuff. Um, uh, you can buy an agony whip for 1,500 if you want.
yeah, she doesn't have 1,500, but she would do that. Maybe. Actually, I'm not sure she would do that. But
Ooh.
she doesn't have 1,500,
Oh,
so
not agony, agon.
oh, Agon.
Implants the target with your personality homunculus. Each round, each implanted personality tries to take control of the target. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
requires you to attune to it as well.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, that is on sale, but
I was going to say I was wondering if I'm just just for shits and giggles, I'm looking at the terrible ranged weapons of the long ago. I was wondering if there wouldn't happen to be a telepathy blaster.
No, the terrible ones are. Oh no, the terrible
Terrible
ones.
ones or not?
No, we only the dusk emitter and diagnostic water on sale here.
Got it. Oh well.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be cool though.
Yeah, I'd love to get my hands on an actual weapon, so I
Yeah,
wouldn't be completely reliant on my magic.
yeah,
I mean,
longer
I've
weapons
got a
are
bolter
pretty rare,
pistol,
but
but
other ones are
I've
super.
got the bolt. I mean, I've got the Steplin's bolter rifle, but I'm not a good shot.
So another question that Aderon has, can they maybe by themselves or with help modify their uh bat lion claws to be a poison injection system?
Ooh, yeah, you can definitely modify it to do that.
Okay.
Let me
Should
see.
I make a crafting roll or
No, I think like if you want to do it yourself, then yeah, you could probably pay to have it done. So, do you want to roll for it or pay for it? I guess.
how much would it cost?
Probably not that much. Um, Probably like 50.
Okay, I'm willing to do that.
Yeah, there's shady folks that are willing to do that. I mean, even probably uh, the herbs could do it for you. The subterranean deli, basil and anise.
Oh, okay. Yeah, based on that. And then I do have some amount. Oh, that's the other thing. I knew there was something else. I do have a some amount of face stealer
Yeah,
soporific poison.
centipede poison.
Yes. So I will load that up.
Fantastic.
And then the other thing, which I keep forgetting about, is we had 16 or 17 silver nodes that were slightly corrupt, and I wanted to take them to basal entities and see if they can A, um, clear out the corruption, and B, what they make of those.
Yeah, they can clear out the corruption pretty easily. Um, they're just lumps of silver.
Oh,
Uh,
really? They're just silver.
Basically, um, probably worth like 15 cash each.
Oh, okay. So they're not even worth very much.
Yeah, yeah, but it's something.
Um, see. So Phaedred, should we just add, like, sell them for silver, or should we hold on to them?
I think we could probably just sell them for silver.
Okay, so
Haggling takes a week, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
proper haggling takes a week.
Um, how about Aderon keeps 2 and we sell the other 15? What does that do? 15 times 15 and what is it? Yes, my brain.
That would be call it 200 altogether.
Okay. So add 200.
Add 200 to the caravan.
Yeah. And I'm going to keep 2 just because of sentimental value.
Modon, Newt, anything you want to do? Cool.
I took care of what I wanted to do, which was I got some stuff to that I can use my decks for.
Nice.
There wouldn't happen to be a porcelain a porcelain pistol floating around in the black market somewhere, would there?
Ooh, I mean, maybe just in the regular market. Let's see. Porcelain pistol.
It's in the UVG book. It's not in the
Aha.
it's not in the Vastlands book. Under weapons on page 190.
190. There it is.
Oh, wait, I'm on toolkits. It's where was weapons?
Armors, 192.
192.
Yeah, I think Black Helmet could hook you up with one of those for sure. Like not even on the
Okay.
just Black Helmet market. And yeah, 300 is fine.
Okay. I'm going to pick myself up. I'm going to pick one of those up.
Alba Negra also needs to have some sort of gun. I guess she could use one of the bolters.
Yeah.
So So I will pull a bolter out of the caravan. And what do they do?
They are I think did we have them D8? I think.
I hold on, I got one. It's D10 damage,
Again.
medium range, reload on 10, two-handed.
Yeah. And the reload number is basically if you roll under that number, you need to
You need to take time to reload.
Okay, so
unless you have fighter. Fighters reload for free, it says.
okay, I'm not sure her Damon Soldier qualifies for physical things, so
Yeah, probably not.
didn't think so, which is fine. She just needs something to contribute to physical fights if she has to. So you said D10 damage, reload on 2.
10 for
10.
for the rifle because it's a
Okay. And what was the last part?
I think it was just the reload, right?
Yeah, there was a reload on 10, two-handed.
Oh, two-handed. That was the
Oh,
other
yeah.
part.
So you can't use it. You can't use it and a shield.
Yeah.
That's okay. She's not planning on getting anywhere near physical combat if she can avoid it. Oops. I missed that part. That is the thing I wanted to do. Okay. Okay, well, I basically will be leveling up, most likely leveling up the teacup, maybe. Um, but I might make the Batline claws into a hallmark item also
Cool.
because Aderon keeps using them. So, and they're sort of the perfect weapon to just use as a shapeshifter.
Yeah.
Are we about ready?
I think we do.
All right. Are we heading back to the Waystone? Is that right?
Yeah, and so the caravan will head out first, and then if Modon is okay giving Aderon a ride, we will set the tiny assassin golem, well, the tiny nurse golem free, and see if we can figure out who he goes to report to. Do some investigation.
Make a note of that. Cool. Sweet. So that will take us to Unity 3. Go ahead and spend your supply for that week. And
Week supplies. Okay.
pick someone to roll misfortune. This is easy traveling weather right now.
I'll do it. 9.
9. And you have let me take a look here. Yeah, great. Okay, cool. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fantastic. Yeah, you've traveled this way before. You know the deal. Mask up, goggles on. Don't let the rust get to your skin, and make it no problem there. About halfway, there are usually other caravans on the road. Who was it that was talking to? There was a dwarf engineer, Laszlo. Does anyone remember that? I think you were hanging out at the Waystone.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
Yeah.
Hold on. I think I got info about him on
Did you do
the
some trading with him, maybe?
Laszlo. Did I not write him down? I guess I never put him on
Oh,
the NPC sheet.
Modon talked with him.
I did.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what my notes say.
Yeah. Trying to think,
Um,
what were we?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So this is a traveling a well provisioned setup traveling party. there's a Redlander dwarf engineer who is leading it up. They had a polybody, a three body polybody hanging out with them, and a couple of RDC or Redlander the commies, a couple twins in cool biomech suits, and they're coming across. I think they recognize Modon, who is friendly, and they have like wave you down and ask what the news is from the Serai. They're heading back to resupply before going back on their mission.
We don't
Do
really have
you
that.
know that? Oops, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I was just asking. Wasn't really much news other than winter's coming, right? It wasn't.
Oh no. Do you know that Pookie has run away with part of um Black Body,
Black helmet.
Black Helmet?
Yeah, and Laszlo kind of like looks back at the polybody, and the three of them just like, I guess we know that now. What happened? Pookie ran away with the entire guard of the Serai.
Only 9 members. Apparently, they have entered a romantic um, arrangement.
Huh? Do you did you do you know? Did you talk to them or?
No, they were gone. We got the news when we were on the road and confirmed it when we returned. It is true.
Do you
On the other hand, we did deliver a number of new bodies to the Serai, which were Ka zombies that we found in the wilderness. And so some of the missing security force is likely to be reconstituted soon.
good? Good. Did anyone say how the romance came about?
No,
You
Mook was at best vague.
you look like Rainbow Landers. You've been through the Violet City, right?
Yes.
And you know about the Cat Lords, right?
Hmm. We do.
And this whole thing seems on the up and up.
it seems very odd unless shapeshifting is involved.
Huh. Well, I thanks for, and this is the Gilded 3 era is the polybody. And they're like, yeah, this is interesting news. We're gonna ask a bit more about it.
Fair enough.
Um, yeah, I think Laszlo is the dwarf, and talking to Modan is like, so you're not going. What are you doing for the winter? What's your plan? I mean, it's still a couple months away, but are you just like popping out and coming back?
We're not. Yeah, we haven't actually made that plan yet. We're going to complete some business we're in the middle of, and we usually sort of see where our whims take us once at each step of the journey.
Wow, that's bold.
It's served us well so far.
Well, uh, some of us are lucky, and I guess the luck also smiles on people who don't plan ahead. Sometimes, I mean, that's a survivalship bias, I suppose. But
Well, some of the others in my caravan, they're good planners. I joined the caravan late, and I enjoy just going where the river flows.
where is the river flowing for you now, if we can ask?
Oh, we're heading back. We have some friends. We have some mole rat friends we wanted to visit. And back.
Of course, of course. Well, great. You're going to stay with mole rats for the winter?
Again, not sure if we'll stay there for the winter or if we might try to make it back to the Serai in time. Or I haven't really discussed it. My compatriots, I don't know, they might have ideas. I tend to,
We're we're probably not going to stay with the mole rats per se, but there is a settlement nearby. Not as there's a settlement nearby. We'll probably stay there. We may stay there, or we may risk going back to the Serai.
Must be something worthwhile you're risking getting caught out in the cold for.
not that we know of. It's really more just the adventure. And we quite enjoy the conversation we have with these mole rats. We tend to share tea and cakes.
Oh, we
This is
also
close.
enjoy your conversation as well. This is
Ah,
a pleasant surprise seeing someone who's not hostile on the road.
Well, and Aderon will have pulled out the full tea complement and is serving everyone.
Yeah, I think if everyone's amenable, like this might be like, we're gonna camp near each other overnight, sort of be cool.
Did they have anything they're willing to, do they have anything they're willing to trade?
So they're going back to resupply. They've got, like odds and ends, probably nothing worth, like they haven't found
Okay.
treasure. They are
Yeah, they're going to sell stuff to the place we just left.
yeah.
So.
Got it.
They're pretty candid about, their I don't remember if Modon caught what they're doing before, but they're like, yeah, we're going back to Serai to, just we're basically going to break even, get supplies, and then head back to search for the tomb of the dragon also rises. It's we have maps. It's an ancient machine. We know about where it is. I mean, if we can get it back to the Metropolis Museum up near in the Greenlands, that's gonna be worth like 75 grand. So I think it's gonna be worth it.
That is that sounds like quite the project.
Yeah. I mean, once and maybe this is one of the twins. Like once Lazo gets an idea in his head, kind of like Modan, he follows his nose, and it usually works out.
I hope that works out for you. That sounds like that would be a pretty major win.
Yeah, we're just following the map, and it's not a great map, I guess.
Mm.
It's been at least 6 months, but adventure, right?
Exactly. The biggest adventures sometimes have the biggest payouts.
I hope so. It better. At some point, it will seem like a futile quest, and we haven't been home in a while. So hopefully, the reward will still be, well, hopefully what we are spending the reward money on will still be worth spending it on as well.
And you're spending the winter at the Serai? Is that your plan?
We might go back to the Citadel. Unclear. I mean, we have to head west again at some point, but we'll supply up and see what happens.
Is there
Makes sense.
anything that we can help you with?
I mean, I mean, there are a lot of you, and I don't think Lazo wants to split the treasure that many ways. But if one or two of you want to come along with us, no promises, but it'll be a good time.
Tempting as that offer is, we do have a few leads of our own.
Really?
We have some. Yes, we've been doing some archaeological we've been doing some archaeological excavating, and we're going back to that dig.
Oh, great.
Phaedred is also big in market research, so we're always, as a caravan, we're always looking for places where we can maybe buy something to sell somewhere else. So that's why we travel a lot.
Have you heard any tips of places where one could, buy low and sell high? I've got a few leads. I'd be willing to trade some leads.
I mean, we're not traders. We're delvers, I guess. We're looking to make a big score. If I wanted to trade,
Got
I'd
it.
home, right? I guess not home, but elsewhere in the Rainbow Lands. Not really
Fair enough.
trade in the RLC, RLD, whatever it is, the Redlander commune. It's
RLD, Redland District.
yeah, less capitalist, more shoot anyone who comes near. So yeah, um, your archaeological site. And I think this is Cena, one of the twins. She pulls out a map, and it is scrawled over, and like clearly someone has been noting paths and stuff. It is a map of the area around the like between the Waystone Graveyard and look at my map here. Like basically the whole stretch between Waystone and Behemoth Shell. And it looks like what they are looking for is around the Behemoth Shell as well. But there's a bunch of areas that are like X'd off that
Got it. Is our area is the place where we're exploring like on their map?
it's not on their map, but it's also not X'd off. They have not been there.
Got it.
This this artifact that you seek, is it something that has just been lost to the wastes, or
So what Laszlo says is that it's a long ago machine that was entombed, so it could not. I mean, I assume it was either important or dangerous or powerful in its time. Um, and I assume that if it was entombed, it's no longer functioning. So we're going to go strip it for parts. And if we can get the whole thing, if we and this is the other twin, Xena, like if we can get the whole thing out in one piece, though, that's going to be worth the full price. Parts is going to be worth way less. Yeah, of course.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
But we have to find it first, and then we can worry about digging it out.
Got it. Makes sense.
we
Yes.
we will try and
Well,
keep awareness for any large machines, and the Waystone Tower, of course, has many formerly large machines.
Yes,
Is
we
this
spent a lot of
something
time digging
new?
around there. No luck.
Mm.
Um, have you seen the worm?
Oh, yes.
we have.
Yeah. We dug around there for a while and then decided that was not worth it.
Yeah, it seemed formidable. It last time we camped here, we it made its appearance known, and we decided to beat a hasty retreat.
We very luckily managed to avoid its attention.
That's probably good. Although, a big enough gun, that thing is like dreaming off into the distance. Like that thing is just like covered in soap-sized rare gems. But yeah.
Well, seeing I don't have seeing I don't have a thermo magical device,
You would need a large finger to fire that gun.
Mm-hmm. Maybe with 75 grand, we can buy one. Cool. Anything else you want to do with them?
Yeah.
nothing that comes immediately to my mind. But go ahead, Teal.
Alba Negra wants to talk with the twins
Yeah.
because she's from the same area.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And
They ask her if she has any. They ask her if she has any recent news about how things are going politically.
Sadly, I do not. I have been trapped in a mind stealer for quite a while. I wonder, do you know if there have been any updates to the agendas regarding um, hostile oversouls.
Agendas in what way?
Just mental hygiene agendas.
I mean, I'm sure there's a committee about it.
There are 1,000 committees. Very well.
Newt
Okay.
cough softly.
Um, great. We can leave that there. They, nice to share a campsite with. They head out as well. That was look at our procedure. That was our encounter. Oop, there we go. We did misfortune. We did encounter. Anyone need to rest?
I'm at full. Oh wait, let me double check. Am I?
I'm not.
I think I'm at full.
Yeah, I'm at full.
Cool. If anyone needs to, like some X or an ability up if you need it. Otherwise, we don't have any extra days to tally, so you will arrive at the Waystone, right? Waystone, that's where we're at.
Oh, I guess
Yep.
on the way, can I make another check to see if I can learn more about exotic weapons by studying the stuff I bought?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's see. It's a 6.
6. Yeah, not unless you want to spend some hero dice. That's not gonna do anything. Looking for
No, okay.
Aderon is going to be trying to practice their biomancy.
Tell me more about that.
Um, so I had something in mind. I just have to figure out where I put it. So Aderon had been thinking about the trees and trying to really relocate one of those blaster
Mhm.
nodules. Oh, in fact, I forgot something too. Aderon is also uh, working on crafting the cradle to hold their soul core in the other body.
Right.
That's so basically, I guess that's what I'll focus on right at the moment is just finishing up that cradle so that I can drive the other body without Phaedred's help.
Hmm. Yeah, go ahead and let's make that roll. Thought.
Nope. Nope. Yeah.
We can't roll dice to save our lives tonight.
Start
I
off
know.
strong. Great. You've been to the Waystone Graveyard before. It's the big green portal, now, the Dullway. Surrounded by rusted machines. You can continue heading south if you want to. You can search for discoveries if you'd like. But yeah.
I don't think we want to take the time to search for discoveries again. At least I don't think so. One thing, however, with because Phaedred with like the other thing that Phaedred would like to do is while we were on the road and like while we were here, I would like to examine that device we just bought.
Yeah.
What is the name of this thing again?
I pasted it in chat. It's the Ultra Communicator and Soul Translator. Yeah, so especially with your glove, no roll required. It is pretty much exactly as described. The wizard was 100% upfront about what it was and what it does. He hasn't tried it yet. It does seem like something you would put on your head that would kind of like that nub would dig into like the little divot in the back of your skull there in a most uncomfortable way, but it doesn't seem like it's designed to penetrate or anything.
Okay. I was going to say this, like unlike my glove, this looks like it is not designed to actually bond with you, but just
Yeah.
merely so something you could put on and take off.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I can ever take this glove off. So
Not easily. Yeah. So you can do that
You
without.
know,
You want
I
to
am
try
I
it.
am gonna I am gonna go ahead and like once I've examined it, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on.
Ooh, yeah, let's definitely make a roll for that then. That's gonna be what kind of roll? That's gonna be an aura roll, I think.
Aura.
Yeah.
Do I get to throw a wizard in that?
Um, not for this one, I don't think.
Okay. An aura roll. Okay, let's see what happens. Aura's my good stat. Rolled 13 on the dice, plus 4 is a 17.
Yeah, yeah, cool. So
Oh, I was wondering. I guess it's a moot point, but my hallmark now has this. I guess this isn't a Magitech system. Never mind. I was gonna say my hallmark glove now has some skills as well that I.
oh yeah, yeah, definitely add that in then. Yeah. This is
Okay,
definitely a Magitech system.
Magitech system. Okay, so I'll add another 3 to that. So that's going to be 13 plus 7 is a 20.
Yeah. Um, so it kind of this is more like the VR helmet version of kind of what you can project with the glove. Different interface, different aesthetics, and not as complete. It does seem like more like a uh, kind of like a police scanner for souls, if that makes sense. Um, and it is attuned to like the gain is turned way down, so you're only finding like the most intense ones. You definitely get big pings from the north and south, right? From the tower and from the floaty city. But you do get, there's a constellation of smaller pings kind of around, some to the sort of
This
a bunch to the
this
north.
could be
Yeah,
this could be very useful in selling my Oneric tech to ultras.
it could be. Yeah.
Does Newt ping on that?
Oh,
Oh, that's a good question.
yeah,
Yeah.
I guess it does, right? Yeah, that's the I think that's one of the ways you kind of divine exactly what's happening because like you know that there's an ultra trapped in that crystal, right? So it's the same flavor of ping. Like that one's real close. Oh, that's Newt. Oh, these other things are the same kind of
Far
thing.
away, but
Yeah,
they're
Right.
far away.
farther away. Yeah,
So
and
my,
it's not any sort of like ID system on it, just a locator. It feels like
Okay,
you could reach out if you wanted
so I could reach out if I
attention
wanted
to
to.
yourself. Um, but yeah,
Okay, I will keep that. I will keep that piece of information. I am not reaching out to any ultras at the moment.
great, fantastic.
does
Yeah,
Aderon show up because of bleed or not?
I don't think so. The gain again is not turned way down, so it's
Yeah.
only pinging on like the most powerful thing. Um, great. We're up on 10 o'clock, so let's call it here and take off from the Waystone portal next time. Um, yeah, let's jump onto Stars and Wishes. Let's go.
All right.
That's right. Start right to left. Let's start with Steven. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot they were doing Stars and Wishes. I was gonna say goodbye there.
Oh yeah, yeah, no worries.
But no, I can do that. I yeah, I yeah, I enjoy getting mugged. I feel like if we get a couple more encounters with that character,
Yeah.
getting robbing us again and again, I feel like that would be a if it comes up, should try to rob us again, or succeed. Everybody deciding to pay a lavish amount of money for a object of definite interestingness, but Newt still believes questionable worth.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
I can tell you right now, she's gonna try and steer clear of you because of what happened, but you could definitely track her down.
yeah.
Any wishes?
Genteel to just playing two player characters
Yeah, yeah, it's fun.
and juggling it pretty well.
Cool. Anything else? Let's do teal then.
So stars to everybody, of course, always. Stars to Keith for um basically being a friendly ear to talk to. Modon is um available for people and solving their problems. Stars to Phaedred for putting on the helmet. Live bold, Phaedred, live bold. Um, Not so much a star, but just I'm curious to see where Newt goes next with their relationship to their different selves. Um, and uh, as always, there are more things that I want to do than we have time for.
Always, yeah.
I don't. At this point, Aderon's getting so complicated that just keeping track of all the things that Aderon's trying to deal with is like it's like playing EVE Online or something. So I guess I don't have any wishes at the moment.
Cool. Let's do Heath then.
Yeah, stars for. I knew everyone would probably be in on the cool artifact, so it's nice to choose adventure, especially when worst case scenario we make a grand off of it.
Not worst.
Well, that's true. There's always a worst case scenario. Also, stars for everybody else being. I don't know what it is. I just have. Like I have a mind like a sieve. I'm like, I don't remember anything. Everybody else like is real good at keeping track of details. And yeah, I remember that guy. We talked to him about this, and we did this thing. And I was like, really? Don't remember that. Okay.
I've just written down a lot of notes.
So good that we have a more organized and memorable people than myself in the party. Wishes. It's always fun to complete my secret handshake. Get back wishes, hopefully, to finally complete this dungeon, whatever that means exactly, which I'm not even sure what that necessarily means. But it'd be nice to like finish in some way or form. So we're like, all right, we're done with the dungeon.
Mhm.
Next thing. And so that'll be fun to get back to.
There's definitely a finish in there. Let you know that much.
Hopefully that finish doesn't have three. It can't be abbreviated with three initials.
Never good. I think that's it for me.
Cool. And then Mike.
Yeah, stars all around. Again, fun session. I think we had a lot of really good character moments. I don't really, I didn't really write down anything particular. Although I will say that I love the reprise of Laszlo's party and interacting with them, and getting a little more insight as to exactly what they're after. Gee, I wonder if what they're looking for is at the bottom of our dungeon. That would be interesting. Let's find out.
I also wondered that.
And yeah, I thought we had a whole lot of really fun character moments. Yeah, this is such an incredibly rich and incredibly weird setting. I just love it. And as for wishes, yeah, I would like to move fairly quickly back to Behemoth Shell and get back to the dungeon and return to our delve, finish that up, and hopefully finish that up in a session or two, and then figure out where we want to go for the winter, because I think we're probably going to have to hole up for the winter again.
Cool.
And I don't know if Behemoth Shell it'd be a great place to hole up for the winter.
It might be annoying, but
It'd definitely be better than being out on the plains.
Possibly. There is another option, but cool. Yeah. Yeah, this was I wasn't sure if this was going to be like a let's hang out at the Serai or let's get the fuck out of here session. And it's still fun, like, oh, everyone's kind of like doing their stuff, letting some time go by. It's gonna be fun to see how that works out. Yeah, I'm also excited to see what the what the rest of the dungeon looks like. Start to the random list of things, like hooking up random treasure you find to objectives that you already have in weird ways. So that's it's really neat. Just like some things are just like, yeah, that's a thing. Some things like we connecting this constellation of cool bits and pieces that all feed into each other. So I'm just excited to see how that all plays out. Yeah, otherwise, good game. Anything else before I turn off the recording?
Fine with you posting it if you want.
Cool. Awesome. I'll see you all next time then.